$699. That number alone is enough to grab attention, because when you hear the word MacBook, you usually think of $1,000, sometimes even $2,000. But this, just $699, which immediately raises one question. What did Apple cut to get the price this low? And more importantly, is the MacBook Neo actually a great deal, or is it simply the cheapest way to put an Apple logo on your desk? I spent time looking at what this laptop offers, and honestly, the answer surprised me, because in some areas, it feels way more premium than its price suggests. But in other areas, there are a few compromises you absolutely need to know before buying. So in this video, the complete truth about the MacBook Neo. No hype, no fanboy nonsense, just real facts that can help you decide if this laptop deserves your money. Let us get into it. First impressions matter, and the MacBook Neo makes a very strong first impression. The moment you pick it up, it feels clean, minimal, premium. The kind of laptop that makes people ask, wait, that is only $699. The build quality feels solid. The design is modern, and unlike many budget laptops, it does not scream cheap. Imagine walking into a coffee shop. You place this on the table. Most people would assume you are using a much more expensive machine. That is the power of great design, and Apple has always understood that. Now let us talk about the display, because this is where you spend 100% of your time. Watching YouTube, editing photos, working on projects, browsing the web, and thankfully, the screen experience is exactly what most people want. Sharp text, good colors, comfortable viewing angles. Everything feels clean and easy on the eyes. Now, is it the most advanced display Apple has ever made? No, but here is the important part. At $699, it does not need to be. It just needs to look good every single day. And for most people, it absolutely does. Performance is where things get interesting, because most buyers are not video editors. Most buyers are not Hollywood filmmakers. Most people just want a laptop that feels fast. Open a browser, watch videos, join Zoom meetings, use Microsoft Office, work on school assignments, maybe some light content creation. And that is exactly where the MacBook Neo shines. Apps launch quickly. Navigation feels smooth. Daily tasks feel effortless. And that is what actually matters. Because let us be honest, a laptop can have all the power in the world. But if you are only using 20% of it, you are paying for performance you will never touch. The MacBook Neo focuses on what most people actually do every day. And for many buyers, this is more than enough. Now let us talk about one of the most important features, battery life. Because nobody wants to carry a charger everywhere. Imagine starting your day at 8 a.m., classes, meetings, browsing, videos, work, and still having battery left later in the day. That is the kind of convenience people remember, not benchmark scores, not marketing buzzwords. Real-world battery life changes how a laptop feels to own. And if a laptop removes battery anxiety, that is a huge win. Now, let us discuss the part most reviews avoid, the negatives, because no product is perfect. First, if you are expecting a professional workstation, this probably is not the laptop for you. Heavy 4K video editing, complex 3D rendering, advanced gaming, those users may want something more powerful. Second, some buyers may find that competing Windows laptops offer more hardware for the same price. That is a real consideration. And third, you are partly paying for the Apple ecosystem. How that is not necessarily bad, but it is something you should know before spending your money, because the smartest buyers look at both the strengths and the compromises. So, who is this laptop actually for? Students, office workers, remote workers, writers, business users, people upgrading from an older laptop, and anyone who wants a simple, reliable computer without spending over $1,000. But if you are a hardcore gamer, or a professional creator pushing demanding workloads every day, you may want to explore other options. So, is the MacBook Neo worth $699? Here is my answer. If you are looking for a premium-feeling laptop, strong everyday performance, good battery life, and access to the Apple ecosystem, then yes, it could be one of the most attractive laptops in its price category. But if raw performance is your only goal, there may be better value elsewhere. At the end of the day, the MacBook Neo is not trying to be the most powerful laptop. It is trying to be the laptop most people actually need. And for many buyers, that might be exactly what makes it worth buying.